All right, hello everyone. So my name is William Bashir, and I am going to introduce my new YouTube video. So a little bit about myself. I am a senior computer science major at the University of Central Florida, and some of my past experience involves working at Qualcomm as an intern software engineer. I worked on 5G software automation and integration. And also, I worked at Lockheed Martin Missiles and Fire Control through my school's college work experience program, and I was there for about a year and 3 months. And I worked mostly on missile software, so like embedded software, like with C++, some Python scripting as well. So today, the topic is why should you pursue a computer science degree, and if you should do so yourself. Some of the reasons I personally chose computer science was my school, the University of Central Florida, has a pretty solid CS program. Right now, we're top 50 in the nation for the most prestigious publications on csrankings.org. And also, we have a top-notch computer programming team, and they're one of the best in the world. So they make it top 3 every year since 1982 for a Southeast region. And also, they make it to World Finals. Like I remember last year, they also made it. So that was also another reason. Also, software engineers, they tend to make a lot. And I took an intro to engineering course, and we were tasked with building a robot that can traverse around a maze. And I was responsible for all the coding. And when I built that robot and was able to get it around the maze, I just fell in love with computer science. So it was like all those factors. We had a top-notch program, and I also knew people like in my school that worked at like companies like Microsoft or Amazon. And I'm like, wow, our school must be pretty good for people to get into these top-notch companies like Fing. And yeah, those were the main reasons that I chose. I'll go a little bit more in depth for like the pros and cons of a computer science degree. So some of the pros is the good pay and benefits, as I mentioned before. And some things you can do with these good pay and benefits is you can retire early, or you can make a YouTube channel like TechLead or Mayuko or Jomatech. They all, after their software engineering careers, they went ahead and started YouTube channels, and they're very successful. For example, we can take a TikTok software engineer. They make base pay on average $170,000, with additional pay with cash bonus and stock bonus of $26,000. That's crazy. Yeah, and that's not like the 75 percentile is $205,000, $205,000 a year. So that's amazing. Another big pro is that you get to work with smart and talented people. So some of the smartest people I know that are like math Olympiads or like AP scholars or National Merit Scholars, they mostly are computer science. So you get to work with very interesting and smart people, and it kind of like pushes you to try to work on yourself and try to be a smart and talented person as well. Also, it's very enjoyable if you love solving hard problems. So if you really love like math or science or any like difficult subject that people normally view as, difficult to wrap their head around, that's computer science is a great field to do just that. And also, it involves a lot of teamwork and cooperation with others, contrary to popular belief. So, yeah, in order to get like some of your projects done, you have to like collaborate with other engineers, and you also have to make sure that everything works smoothly. And if you're like working in a large team where there's like multiple components to a project, you have to like interact with all the other engineers in order for you to have a seamless integration with their features. That makes sense. And sometimes you have to edit other people's features as well. So in order to understand it, you have to collaborate with the engineer that created it. Yep. So some of the cons, the coding is the easy part, but fixing it is the hard part that you spend most of the time on. And yeah, so you would think it's kind of the opposite. Like all you see software engineers do is they just type all day, right? But most of the time it's actually not typing, it's just thinking. So I know some people like maybe some engineers that are like mechanical or aerospace, they'll see a software engineer and they'll be like, wow, they must do nothing because all they do is stare at a screen and Google stuff. But it's because of what I just mentioned. The coding part is the easy part. The hard part is actually fixing your code and figuring out what's wrong. So yeah, if you don't like sitting in, by yourself trying to solve hard problems for a long period of time, then coding might not be for you. Also, it's lots of time sitting down and staring at a screen. So if you need to be more active, you need to like walk around and stuff all day, then computer science might not be a career for you either. Maybe personal training would be a better one. And sometimes it's isolating, but it is what you make of it. So what I mean by it is what you make of it is you can talk to people about your problems that you're having with your code. Also just be around other people while you code, and then maybe just talk about your code. I mean, it is really what you make of it. Or alternatively, if you don't really want to talk to people, you can just put in your headphones, just listen to music and code away. Yeah. And another con is people are generally not the most social, and you kind of have to deal with it. Yeah, so I definitely noticed that some, like in the computer science curriculum in particular, we're not really honing in too much on soft skills or teamwork or collaboration until maybe the end. And it isn't a lot of time to really learn like that necessary teamwork skills. So a lot of them aren't really the best with socializing, but for the most part, you'll kind of get used to it. And yeah, sometimes I wish that more companies cared about social skills. So, and also keep in mind, like in the future, you can always change into management or people related roles. There's also product management, which is more people oriented. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like.